Here we have for sale our December 2019 on a 69 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 320 model, which means it's got a 3.2 ton gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2 litre Eco Blue diesel Euro 6 engine producing 130 brake horsepower, accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And this is the L1 or short wheelbase limited 6-seat double cab. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a limited Transit Custom double cab of this age. We'll also talk you through in detail the condition of this particular example and look at things like the extras which have been added to it as well. And we'll also talk you through things like the previous ownership and the service history, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors, and that brings me on to the first thing which has been added to this particular van, and that is the lovely rear spoiler just there, which really ties in with the rest of the body styling around the rest of the vehicle. If we open up the rear barn doors, then we can start to have a look. Whoop, we can't do that a second. Let me just quickly unlock the vehicle. Maybe should have checked that before I started the video, but let's unlock the vehicle and have a look in the back just here. And then we can have a look at the load area. Got these little yellow arms. Give that a pull, and that allows you to open the rear doors right out to their full 180-degree position, and you can do exactly the same with the other door as well. And this then gives you maximum accessibility into the back. And this is where you can now see the load space in the back of the vehicle, and you can see of course that we have got the factory fitted bulkhead just there, which gives you fantastic separation between the cab and the load space as well. Of course you can remove those if you want to, but these double cabs really are designed to have that bulkhead there, and as I say, you've got the nice load space in the back, but then you've got the more car-like cab in the front. You can also see that we've got brand new ply lining in the back of the vehicle. We do this with the vast majority of vehicles that come into stock. This gives you maximum protection for your van, so if you've got cargo moving around in the back of here as you're driving, it's not going to cause any nasty outward dents. Looking at the floor, this is the standard floor which you get on the Custom Limited. It's a nice non-slip hard-wearing flooring, and you can see lovely condition there, and as I say, accompany that with the bulkhead. The ply lining there makes for a really good load space. A factory optional extra, which I can see here, is that this one has got LED load lights as well. If we shut the rear barn doors, then we can continue to have a look at the rest of the spec. Now on a limited you do get a number of elements which come color coded. That includes the door handles around the vehicle, the bumpers, the rear bumper, the front bumper, the wing mirrors, and also the trims down the side, and things like this trim just here above the rear number plate. You can also see that you get parking sensors. You get front and rear parking sensors, and they're nicely integrated there into the rear bumper. In terms of condition then at the back of the van, and having a really good look here for any dings, dents, scratches, anything like that, it must be said it's looking in really, really good order. Now, I did mention a bit earlier in the video, we'll talk a bit about the service history that we've got with the vehicle, and we have got a really nice Ford service history with this van. So it's been into Ford twice, once for a full service and one for an interim check, which is basically where they check the levels and things like that. And then during our preparation, we have fully serviced the vehicle as well. Looking down the driver's side of the vehicle then, this is where we like to look sort of in the reflections where we can, and looking for any sort of dings, dents or scratches, but it must be said looking very, very clean and tidy down here. Just looking here, there's a couple of minor little marks on the side loading door here. That's not a mark, that was just a bit of water, but tiny little marks just here which have been touched in. Same just there on the driver's door, but all in all looking really, really smart indeed. I can also talk you through then, as I say, a bit more of the bits which have been added, not just the rear spoiler, but we've got these lovely 20-inch caliber T-Sport gunmetal grey alloy wheels, of course fully load rated. We've also then got the black sidebars and the black roof bars as well. Just really sets the van off. On the custom double cab, you do get twin glazed side loading doors as standard, so you can access these seats from both sides of the road, which makes life a lot easier when you're loading possibly children in the back of here, to be able to not have to climb across and access. As I say, you've got access from both sides. You've got ISOFIX compatibility on the 2 outer seats there, but lovely condition in the back of the vehicle there. And looking at the floor, we've got this full carpet throughout the back of the vehicle, and we've got the nice carpet overmat just there. But as I say, just all in all, lovely condition in here. It really has been well looked after. If we open up the driver's door then, we can start to have a look inside here and the condition and the spec that you get as the driver. So lovely condition there of the step, and that is where the toolkit is located there, just behind that little door. Up on top of the driver's door then we have electric windows, we have electric folding mirrors, and that is how those are operated, using this little dial just there. They go in and out. In the front, full carpet in the front with carpet over mats as well. Looking at the driver's seat, you've got plenty of adjustability here. So you've got height adjustability. This is what they call thigh adjustability, so adjustability of the front of the seat. Lovely condition of the driver's seat, no excessive wear. And we've got the driver's armrest, which you can set to your desired height. It's on a ratchet, and you've got the centre fold-down work tray there in the middle as well. So a couple of cup holders and also somewhere to store your paperwork. Having a look at the steering wheel, leather multifunctioning steering wheel, of course. Cruise control on the left hand side here. You can also control the volume of the radio, and then on the right hand side you've got your onboard computer controls, and underneath that you can answer and hang up the phone as well. Now this vehicle, because it's got a particular optional extra which I'll come onto in just a second, has got the larger screen in the middle here, which you usually only really see on Transit Custom Sport. You can see in the top left hand corner there 44,326 miles, but this is a much better sort of onboard computer, much clearer, bigger screen as well, which I like to see. Up on top here then we've got a USB port and a 12-volt socket up on there, and you can see I've got something plugged in there, and the reason for that is you have got, of course, the Ford Sync 3 screen. So you've got Apple CarPlay on here, you've got Android Auto as well, and you can use things like Apple Maps. If I go back here, you can listen to things on your Apple Music or listen to your podcasts. You can also go on Google Maps or Waze if you prefer either of those platforms as well. If we go back onto the Ford normal screen there, if I unplug my phone, you will then see that we have got satellite navigation on here as well. So this is the actual inbuilt sat nav, so you don't need to plug your phone in for this. This will work off GPS. You can, of course, connect your phone to this via Bluetooth if you want to. And then if we go onto the audio screen here, if we go onto sources, you can also see that we've got DAB radio just there as well. If I quickly jump in and put the vehicle into reverse, you can see that you get a nice parking sensor display just there. And that was one thing I forgot to mention. You can see the vehicle is running and idling there, no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. Looking then into the middle, you've got air conditioning, heated wing mirrors, heated front seats, heated windscreen as well. Underneath that you've got another USB point which does work with the Sync 3 screen if you wanted possibly a passenger to use it over here, and a 12-volt socket just there as well. You can also you've got extra buttons here, so you can change the driving mode, and you can toggle with your traction control, parking sensors, and also your start stop over there if you wanted to. Nice hidden cup holder just under there, and we'll come around to a bit more on the passenger side in just a second. Moving then finally around to the front of the vehicle. This is my favourite angle of this Transit Custom, that is the front end, and that is because you've got this lovely Ford trail front grille, lovely front splitter, and I say when you accompany that with a 20-inch alloy wheels, I just think that looks absolutely fantastic. This colour is magnetic grey, such a popular colour for the Transit Custom Limited. I think it just sets it off so nicely. Having a look at the condition here at the front, now there are some stone chips here to the edge of the front of the bonnet, as to be expected with, of course, age and mileage, very consistent with that. Lovely limited headlights here, so you've got the LED daytime running light around the outside, you've got the front fog lights, front parking sensors as well, and the lovely front splitter there just really set the vehicle off. Ford trail front grille, you can see a couple of others there in the background as well, but just looks absolutely fantastic, I think. But in terms of condition here at the front of the vehicle, looking really smart indeed. Hopefully the camera is conveying that accurately. If we look then down the passenger side of the vehicle where we started this video, it looks very nice. Is there possibly a sort of tiny little hairline mark there? And that might actually polish out, but otherwise there's not a lot else to fault it on, if I'm honest with you. It's in really lovely condition. So we have got two keys with the vehicle as well. Opening the passenger door then, lovely condition of the passenger door card, the passenger step. Looking then into the front here, if I move these mats out of the way, you can see the lovely carpet then in the front just there. Move those later. And looking at the passenger seats, you can flip these forward, so you've got a bit of extra storage there underneath the front passenger seats. And so you've got that front fold down work tray just there. Cup holder on this side, bit of extra storage up on top as well. That's a lovely condition, inside and out if we're honest, on this vehicle. Looking at the rear seats from this angle then, condition of the step and the seats from this angle as well, no issues there at all. So just to summarise, Ford Transit Custom double cab. This is the 320 model, so 3.2 tonne gross vehicle weight, 2 litre EcoBlue diesel, Euro 6 engine, 130 brake horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox, and I say finished in the limited spec with the magnetic grey paintwork. Fantastic body styling, of course, all round, and benefiting from all of the normal limited spec, which is absolutely fantastic. Brand new ply lining in the rear of the vehicle, fantastic service history, and just been through our workshop as well for a full service and a clean bill of health. If you'd like to see the full advert of this vehicle, including the description, the price and the photography, please head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk. If you haven't been there already, we will welcome inquiries, of course, on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. Of course, please feel free to pause the video if you want to jot either of those down. If you're viewing this through one of the many advertising platforms, of course, there will be a number listed there as well, and feel free to contact us through that number. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles. If you'd like to spread the cost of your new lovely van, we can definitely help you with that. We can also take part exchange on cars or vans, a wide range of vehicles that we can take in part exchange, so by all means get in contact with any inquiries for that, and we can also deliver our vehicles nationwide as well. Thank you very much for watching.